Imagine this. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm lying in bed, phone in hand, scrolling through the video, then another. A couple seconds of louder. Before I know it, hours have passed. The next morning, I sit down to read an academic paper. My eyes scan the word, but my brain refuses to focus. The argument feels blurry. I cannot hold a complex thought. That young man was me. My name is Katoliko Utomo. I am a mathematics education student in Sanata Dharma University, and I suspect I'm not alone. Today, I want to explore a quiet crisis that is affecting millions of young people across my country and around the world. How the dominance of certain content is quietly eroding our ability to analyze complex text, and what we can do to reclaim our minds. But first, let's understand the scale of what we are facing. According to the Indonesian Internet Service Providers Association (APJI) in 2023, internet penetration in Indonesia has reached 78.19%. Young people aged 15 to 35 spend an average of 5 to 8 hours online daily, with 3 to 5 hours dedicated specifically to short-form videos on platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. At the same time, the 2022 PISA result from the OECD placed Indonesia 69 out of 81 countries, with the average score is just 369, far below the world average that is 487. This isn't just a number, it's a warning. Recent reports shows university students struggling to finish this because they find it increasingly difficult to analyze long-form literature. We are raising the most connected generation in history, yet one that is losing its capacity for deep thinking. So, what exactly is happening inside our brains? Neuroscience gives us a sobering answer. Studies by Chang and his colleagues in 2024 show that constant exposure to rapid short content reduce the thickness of the prefrontal cortex, where the prefrontal cortex is part of the brain that is responsible for sustained attention, critical analysis, and complex problem solving. As Daniel Kahneman wrote in his book, Thinking Fast and Slow, humans have two systems of thinking. System 1 is fast, intuitive, and effortless. Meanwhile, System 2 is slow, analytical, and requires effort. Which one do you think is more important? Well, it's the same, but hear me out. Short-form content give us threat in System 1. It trains us to crave instant gratification and superficial processing. Here is the mini mystery. Why is the generation with entire world knowledge in their pockets becoming less capable of deep analysis? The answer lies in how these platforms are deliberately designed to hijack our attention. I've felt this myself. I used to defer book for hours. Now, after 10 minutes of dance reading, my hand instinctively reaches for my phone. Many of my fellow friends experience the same. We've become what Kahneman calls by cognitive misers, where the brain is instinctively avoid deep effort. It's almost humorous. We can dissect the drama in a 15-second reel instantly, but ask us to evaluate the argument in a research paper. Suddenly, our minds go blank. Funny, yes, but sustainable for our future? Absolutely not. Here is the good news. That thing is not inevitable. We still have the power to change course. My research proposed a multidimensional approach. First, integrated cognitive neuroscience into school curricula. Second, build critical digital literacy and practice of digital mindfulness. Third, parents and educators must actively create healthy consumption habits. And fourth, platform need to take greater responsibility for ethical design. Not just changing from the outside, we need to change from the inside too. We can start small. We can commit to one deep reading hour every day, maybe. We can turn off non-essential notification. Discuss one article with your friend. As UNESCO reminded us in 2023, true digital literacy is not just knowing how to use technology, it is knowing how to think critically within it. Generation before us faced war, economic crisis, and revolution. But our battle is quieter but no less important. We are not the victims of technology, we are the master. The future of Indonesia and the world need young men that don't just scroll, but think deeply, analyze critically, and create meaningfully. Let us reclaim that ability starting today. Thank you.